Operation Minor Momentum, or OMM. It's my favorite phrase, and I'm so excited for you to learn about it today. So let me tell you about my friend Kay. She put OM into full effect. You might relate to Kay. She's tried every diet in the book, so that means all the fads. The fads, I call them dumb diets. So of course she's done keto. Sorry to all you people who have done keto. For Kay, it's not gonna work long-term, and it probably won't work for many of you long-term as well. Of course, she's done the detoxes, sugar, dairy, alcohol. So how could that become a lifestyle when it's not even fun? I said, Kay, you just have to put Operation Minor Momentum into full effect. And just like you're probably wondering, what the heck is Operation Minor Momentum? She was like, what is Operation Minor Momentum and how am I putting it into effect? So I said, okay, just walk me through your day right now. She talked about how she normally wraps up work at around 6 p.m. and then she goes and she calls a family member or a friend to have a chat and just really blow off steam after work. And I said, oh, that's it, Operation Minor Momentum. And she's like, what? I'm like, okay, just tell me what your outcome is. What do you want to achieve first, your why? And I know exactly what your simple step is. So as I'm asking Kay what she wants, I also want you to think about what you want, because step number 1 in OMM is knowing your outcome. And for Kay, hers was losing 20 pounds. And I said, okay, great, Kay. When do you want it by? When must you have it by? And she says, April 1st, 2020. So I say, great. You have your what, now what's your why? And she said, I feel like I have control over most areas of my life, but physical health is one area I feel like I've never gotten a handle on. And I really want the confidence and control to know that I can master my physical health. I also did this recently with somebody who wants to lose 100 pounds. And I said, tell me your why. And he said, I just want to be able to go in a store and try on any clothing that I want to, look really, really good for the ladies. And I said, great, that's a pretty powerful why. But I kept digging. I kept saying, what is your why? And he said, if I do not change, I am going to die. That is a powerful why. Dig and find a why that is going to drive you no matter if you're having a good day or a bad one. So I want you to think right now, what is your what? When do you have to have it by? And what is your why? So that's step number 1 in Operation Minor Momentum. Know your outcome. The second part of Operation Minor Momentum is that simple step. So yes, Kay and I are having this conversation, and I found that simple step that she could apply. At 6 p.m., Kay, set your alarm. You're going for a walk, you're calling your friends, you're calling your family, whoever you want to talk to, but you're doing it. So she's like, okay, I could do that. So easy. Great. You're doing it 3 times a week to start out with. Okay, amazing. So what did Kay do? She did it. It was simply too easy to fail. As you've probably guessed, that simple step turned into a bit more. So when she went out for her 15-minute walk, it turned into an hour because Kay loves to talk. And she liked to talk to her friends and her family, so she ended up taking an hour walk 3 times a week. But it doesn't end there, because Kay would come back and she would feel so great. I just took an hour walk. I'm gonna eat something healthy. And then she would wake up and she would feel energized. So it doesn't stop there. She ended up picking a healthier breakfast every morning, and it just spiraled. She gained momentum. This minor momentum that started turning into massive momentum. So pick your simple step. What is the thing that you know? Yes, I can do it right now. I can do it today. There's so many people who take my course, and they're Kay's. Kay's a frickin' boss. But there's also people who take my course, also bosses, and they leave the course and they're like, oh my God, I'm pumped. I'm gonna start working out 5 times a week. I'm so excited. I am changing my life. And I say, okay, amazing. I'm so pumped for you. How often do you work out right now? And they're like, well, I don't work out at all. Well, then your habit should not be 5 times a week, because you are gonna fail. I guarantee you come back to me in a month, you have failed your habit. And they're like, but I know I can do it. It is so simple. It's not simple. So literally scribble out your habit that is not simple and rewrite it for something that is so simple you will not fail it. Which brings me to step number 3, which is thinking about your ROD. ROD is something I call return on decision. When you're making a decision, think, tomorrow, will I be happy about this decision today? Is it gonna pay me back? Or are you gonna look back and say, ugh, why did I make that decision? So this is what I did with Kay. I said, Kay, what are you doing after that 6 p.m. hour, after you've spoken to your friends, your family? And she's like, I love American Idol. Honestly, that is like my guilty pleasure at the end of the day is watching American Idol. And I'm like, okay, when you don't take the walk, how do you feel when you watch American Idol? And she's like, honestly, the entire time I'm going back and forth in my head. I should have taken the walk. Wow, I love American Idol. So I say, okay, if you go for the walk, you'll actually enjoy American Idol. And she's like, yeah. So she went for the walk and she did everything I just told you about. And she's like, honestly, the best part is not only have I created a lifestyle for the first time in my entire life that I know I can continue, but I also really enjoy American Idol. And the third part of Operation Minor Momentum is your ROD, return on decision. What transformed? It was how much she enjoyed that moment that she earned. She was thinking fully about how much she loves American Idol. She earned it. So not only did Kay lose 20 pounds and create a lifestyle, she also is enjoying the moment she loves even more. Before we get into the next section, I want you to think about your ROD. What is your return on decision? What is your version of American Idol?